Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video it is my pits and peaks of the week. So if you are not familiar with these styles of videos that I do, I talk about things that didn't go so well being my pits for the week and things that went better this week being my peaks for the week. I didn't do a pits and peaks for last week. I didn't want to make too much of a big deal about it on my channel just because I know that there's certain people out there that would take advantage of it, but I went away last week, so from Saturday through to Wednesday I was away, I was out of the house, and I didn't want to sort of advertise to everyone that I was going to be out of the house and the house was going to be unoccupied, so I just kind of kept it to myself. But I went to see my family down in Preston for 5 days. I haven't seen my family in over 2 years, obviously because of everything that's been going on with COVID and whatever, and my dad and his partner are like classed as vulnerable, like very vulnerable, like if my dad got it, it would be very bad news. So I didn't want to take that risk throughout the last 1 or 2 years, so this has been the only chance that I've been able to see them. And my dad also got married to his current partner on Monday, so that was really lovely to sort of be there to experience that as well. So I had a really lovely time, but that's the reason why I didn't have a video out, because I was just away and I didn't have my camera equipment and things with me. I am not going to recap the whole of the 2 weeks just because I can't remember what happened last week before I went away. So I'm just going to sort of briefly recap the last 2 or so weeks as best I can. So I've just got a couple of points that I've written down, so I'll go through those, and then I've got some updates at the end of the video that I'll be talking about. So I've got noted on here that I haven't been tracking whilst I've been away. So for the 5 days that I was away, I think for the first day or two when I was back, I didn't track my calories. I initially did, but they were quite badly over, just because we obviously didn't have a place. We were staying in a hotel, so we didn't have a place to sort of eat and cook our food. So it was mostly like meals out and just things from the supermarket. So yeah, it wasn't great eating wise, but the main thing is that I got to see my family and I got to enjoy myself. So I wasn't really too bothered about whether I was on plan or not. I just had to sort of be in the mindset that it is what it is and I'll sort of deal with it when I get back. So that is sort of my first pit. So yeah, I've been way over my calories, at least the last week, maybe a bit longer. The second pit is that I'm finding it really hard to get back on track, but I know I go through these phases where if I've had a couple of days off or a week off or whatever, it does take me a while to get back into it. So I'm just sort of taking it in my stride at the moment and seeing how things go, and then hopefully I'll get back into it fully in hopefully the next week, just before the start of December. And my final pit for this week has been that I've actually had really bad body images, like bad body image the few days that I've been away, and I think that's sort of connected to me eating bad foods and sort of being bloated and obviously retaining water and things like that. I've just sort of been looking at my body and just not been happy with it, so that's not been great this week. Like, we got a few of these sort of preview photos through from Dad's wedding. I hired a photographer to do his photos for the day, and I didn't like how I looked in them. I just thought I looked really wide, and yeah, I just wasn't happy with them. I've just sort of got to accept that that is what it was, and it's more for the memories than how I look. So yeah, there's not much I can do about that, but yeah, it's just really bad body image days where I'm just not happy with anything. And I think that's mainly it. It's just sort of been the no tracking, the overeating, and just finding it really hard to get back into it since I've been away. So we'll move on to my peaks briefly. So obviously my main peak is that I got to see my family. I haven't seen them in 2 years, and I've really missed all of them. And it's not like it's a 1 hour drive down the road, it's like 3-4 hours. So yeah, I don't get to see them as often as I would like, and obviously with everything going on and things like that, it's just been impossible for me to go and see them. And I hadn't seen my little nieces. I haven't seen one of my nieces at all since she was born, and the other two nieces I hadn't seen in 2 years, and they've grown so much and they were so attached, and it was just really nice to sort of see everyone, so that sort of put me in a good mood that week. The next one is that I have been tracking since I've been back, even though I've been over my calories. I think just getting back into that routine of tracking my calories, even though I'm not quite on it just yet, is a good step forward. It's better than just ignoring everything that's going on and just letting it keep going and going. So I am going to make a conscious effort to sort of get back into my calorie tracking and being under my calories as of tomorrow. I'm not going to do that today because we've had cake already and there was like a Christmas markets in Stamford, so I haven't done that today, but I do plan on getting fully back on track, at least with my eating tomorrow. I'm not beating myself up about being over my calories so much at the moment. I'm just sort of taking it easy on myself, and I obviously know from past experiences that it's going to take me a while to get back into things, so I'm just sort of going with it at the moment, and eventually everything will click into place. So obviously I'm tracking now, even though I'm over, so I'm already getting into that routine of tracking it every day again. And there's been a couple of times where I've wanted to run this week, I haven't, but I'm going to start on that tomorrow. So that's the main sort of pits and peaks for the last 2 weeks out of the way. There was a couple of things that I wanted to mention. So obviously I'm wrapping up the pits and the peaks now, so that is that for the video. I do have some sort of updates that I want to go through as well, just to sort of tag on the end. The first one is that I'm going to be probably biting off more than I can chew, but I'm going to do Vlogmas this year. So I'm going to be vlogging / doing a video every single day in December up till Christmas. I'm not sure whether I'll do it Christmas Day up in the lead up to like New Year, but at least from the 1st to the 24th I'll have videos every day, so keep an eye out for them. If you have any videos that you would like to see, any videos, particular videos that you enjoy watching, then let me know so I can put them in my schedule. I filled out most of the schedule for this month, but there are some gaps, so if there's videos that people want to see, just let me know. And the next one, which will tie into a video that I'm going to do as part of Vlogmas, which is sort of like a running update. Obviously I haven't got back into running since my break when I was seeing my family, but I do plan on doing that. And I'm also going to be drawing up a rough training plan. Like taking bits from other training plans and putting them into my own. And I've got a race coming up in March next year for the Burley 7, so it's a 7-mile race. Obviously I'm at the 5k distance now, but 7 miles, so an extra 4 miles is still quite a distance, so I don't want to be going into the 7-mile race next year only being able to do 3 miles. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kick my arse into gear with that, so I'm gonna draw up a training plan. I think I'm going to try and do a training plan for like a half marathon, even if I have to do like a virtual / my own half marathon, not an actual race. But I think I'm going to base it off that because I do want to start getting back into long distances again, and in the new year I do want to do another half marathon to see whether I can get anywhere close to the sort of 2-hour mark, see whether I can break 2 hours next year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video as well, because I'm going to be doing a running update on what's sort of going on and what my plans are going forward. So that is that. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. It's just been a really good week, and since I got back on Wednesday it's just sort of been chilling out, seeing whether there's anything in the Black Friday deals and things like that, and just basically spending too much money. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you're all staying safe and well. I know that it's getting very cold and it's snowing in some places in the UK, so I hope you're all staying safe. But other than that, if you give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, you can always click the notification bell down below and you'll be notified of when my videos go live. Other than that, like I said, I hope you're all staying safe and well. I hope you all have a good weekend, whenever it is that you're watching this, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.